Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Antoine and welcome back to another episode of Oracle SMP. This is going to be episode 18, I do believe. Wow, we are getting along in this series. But how are you guys doing today? I think I'm doing pretty good. Was that a good joke? The cat head? You guys like that? Probably not. It was probably a horrible joke that I thought of when I put on this cat head. But anyway, we have a very special episode for you guys today. We are doing our first collab on Oracle, and it was with member Haley, aka Shimmering Pixie. And I just want to preface it right now. This was the first time we ever recorded together. This is actually the first time we've ever spoke to each other. So the first two clips are kind of awkward. But after that, man, we really got to figure it out, know what we're saying. And it's always hard when you're recording with someone new for the first time. You never really know what to say, or you don't want to be too overpowering in your commentary. You want to give them a chance to speak. So we had a bit of trouble with that in the beginning, but you'll see it gets a little bit better. So I just want to warn you with that for the beginning. But we decided to make a bookshop, which you will soon see. We have a ton of books in our inventory, as well as in our ender chest, and some wood that I have to stock up in the wood shop. But we're actually going to be heading to spawn right now to go check that out. But before we actually see it now, I'm going to roll the clips of us working on it and building it up to what you will see when we head to spawn. Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Antoine and welcome back to another video on Oracle. Today I am joined by Haley or Shimmering Pixie, and we are going to be working on the spawn area and building our own shop. So what is our shop actually going to be?
So, okay, we both kind of had similar ideas for doing some sort of enchanted book store or something. So, that's what it's going to be, basically.
Yes,
just selling enchanted books.
Pretty much, me and Haley are by far the people who AFK on the server the most with our fishing farms. And if you guys watched the video that I talked about my AFK fishing farm, I got my design from Haley. Her design's amazing, and it works really, really well. So we both have double chests worth of enchanted books for people. So we can sell them super cheap, give them away pretty much, get diamonds, and it's all good. So what we're going to do is, before we do anything, actually, we're going to probably start on the path, because we have to make where we're going to build it, because there's no real room on the first path that me and Zach made. So we lined out a little bit of area here. We're going to line it up with the mountain, do some work here, and then we'll probably come back once we have an idea of what this path design is going to look like, and then probably pick our location for the shop on the mountain, which is going to be cool. So,
yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, so that's that, and we are going to get started here, and I will at least see you when we come back with some type of progress.
So we are back, and we have done this whole path situation here, and this wall, which looks really great. It's just like the one that was already at spawn, and I don't know if I've actually been here in a video before. So let me just kind of go around and show everyone what's going on. But this is what the path looks like. And then here is Antoine's shop. He sells wood. And then this is Spartan's shop. He sells nothing yet. And then this is a shop that basically doesn't exist. Whose is this?
This is actually Lily's. Lily told me it's hers.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be interested. I'll be interested to see what these all turn out to be.
I'm gonna buy so much food.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be useful. But we have decided that we would like to put our shop right up here on the top of this hill. And we're gonna dig it into the mountain a little bit, and then we also thought maybe putting it under the path so that it kind of gives us some more space without it being super without it looking huge, to kind of fit in with the theme that's going on.
Yeah, we're also going to have this thing, the way Haley was explaining to me, it's going to be like a book swap. So basically for books that are not worth as much, you can take the book, but you got to give another book. So it's going to almost be like an actual functioning library, which is going to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of bookshelves. We're ready. We have to actually mine out the mountain first, because we really don't know how we're building this. We're kind of just winging it, which neither of us really do. So
Right. With all of my stuff, I plan it out so much in creative, but it'll be kind of fun just to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll wing this. It'll be fine. So we're gonna get digging, and then you'll probably see the outline or whatever build style we end up starting with, and we'll come back and you'll see that. So we're gonna get digging. All right, so we are back with a progress update on the shop. I said we'd do digging when we got back, but we did a lot more than dig. We made a ton of progress on this thing. It's gigantic. It's by far the largest shop so far, but it looks really cool, and we've done different things. I've done the outside part. Everything you see here is pretty much done by me with Haley's ideas. And then on the inside, we both did the top part up here. And then down below, Haley's been working on the actual part where the shop is, where it's going to be the books that you can trade in and the books that we're going to sell. So what do you want to talk about in the actual building process so far?
So down here, what the idea is like originally we were going to have this like go all the way out to the same size as this, but like it's just unnecessary to be honest.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking, because there are, once the 1.13 update comes out, there's going to be 34 total enchantments. So doing this side and this side with these chests, and it will be more than enough. And like we can even double up an enchantment in a chest if we need to, like if we have too much of one. And then there are some enchanted books though that are like really rare, like mending, for example. And so those would be like sold for diamonds, and I was thinking to make some more of these little shelves across these bookshelves, and we can put chests on top of them, or like kind of stick them in like nooks and crannies and stuff, sort of like that. Just as a little scattered type of thing for selling the more valuable books,
which is going to be very cool.
And
then the only thing that I want to talk about out here is that obviously it's like a big dojo type of thing. You can't see anything right now because it's absolutely hailing, because it just always hails on the server. I've just grown used to it, so I'll sleep really fast. But basically my thought process was I want to make something that looks big and has like a giant archway and make everyone know like, okay, this is the library of the server. And then I thought of double arching it. That looked cool. And then skeleton, can you go away? Thank you. Then Haley had the idea of putting oak wood behind, which looks good, and also like indenting the door outward, which looks really nice. And then right now what we're struggling with is kind of just windows and how to make the wall not look flat. So that'll probably be fixed by the time the episode is done, so we'll probably do another clip with that done. But everything's making progress. And then I think in here you wanted to have like the, what was it, like the place, we might have like a villager here, and like that's where you can pay for books and stuff, right?
So like there's going to be a drop-off and book swap system for all of the ones that you don't pay with diamonds. And so we need to have some sort of drop-off system so that we can have like everybody come in, drop off their books, and then be able to take the books that they need. Sort of like, so that way we always have like a changing supply too of the books. And it's not just like, okay, well, we have 50 power 4 books and like what sharpness 2, like you know, it's gonna be all ever changing and cycling through different books, which I think will be really good to kind of keep that inventory like changing. And
yes, it'll be unique.
So I think there will be like a counter or something kind of over here, so that we can like have that kind of make sense, that you would like drop off your books at the counter when you come in, and then
yes, that'll be cool.
So,
the only other
I
thing,
think it'll be good.
the only other thing
Oh
is
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
I
aquarium.
totally forgot.
We're gonna have an aquarium up here eventually, but 1.13 still isn't out, so we just kind of set up the way for it to be here with the sand on the bottom, and then we'll probably have glass here. But for right now, I'm currently protecting my horse from Spartan because he's being very mean to me. And you guys need to all comment on Spartan's video and tell him to stop hating on my horse because he called it ugly, and that is not okay. Rocky Road is not ugly. But that's pretty much all our updates so far, so we're gonna keep grinding on this project. And
there's an enchanting station.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
That goes up to level 30. So we kind of multi-purposed this building because we were like, this thing is obnoxiously huge. What else can we do in here?
Pretty much. And then this side over here is probably just going to be like aesthetic stuff, like tables, chairs, stuff
like that.
Tables
and chairs, and
more books. A lot of books. So that's our progress so far. We're gonna keep working at it, and then you'll see the finished result probably in the next cut.
Yes.
And here I am. Now it's spawned because I am a big old dummy. What I did is I recorded the last clip of me and Haley showing you guys the final version with music in the background, which was not smart at all. I listened to music while I build, and then I forgot to turn it off, so that would have been copyrighted, and the video might have been muted, and I don't want to deal with that. So regardless, if you guys want to see what me and Haley did and the final tour with both of us together, you can check that out on her channel, which will be linked in the description. But anyway, we're gonna check it out right now with just me because she is not on. But this thing turned out really, really cool. The only thing that I'm not set on is the outside block texture. I like the door, right? I like the door. I like the frame we have, but I don't like the wood. I don't know about the wood. I feel like something, maybe like a brick lining on the bottom. I really don't know what it needs, but both of us were like, we weren't too happy with the oak wood, but it worked, right? It does its job, but the inside is what's amazing. So let's head in here, and it looks awesome in here. So not everything is 100% done. This building is pretty much 90% done. We'll go around the things that are complete first. Up here is completely complete. You guys completely complete. You guys probably saw before that this was supposed to be the aquarium area, and we decided to move the aquarium obviously to there, but we'll talk about the aquarium in a second. We have a anvil here now, and the enchantment table works. However, we now have this book row here, which I think looks very, very nice because it complements the downstairs part here with the bookshelves, and I think it looks really good. So basically what this is Haley explained it in the clip of both of us, but unfortunately, like I said, I don't have that clip. Basically what it is kind of like a book swap for most of the books because we have so many, and then for the books that we want to sell, we're like mending and like big efficiency 5 books, stuff like that, we'll sell them for diamonds. But most of it's just going to be a book swap, so you can write your name in, and there's going to be just an insane amount of books in all of these chests. Eventually they'll be organized. Right now they're not. I think all of the books are just in that chest, and eventually I'll probably organize them off camera, but you guys don't want to see that. You guys just want to see the builds, right? So basically, yeah, it's a book swap for many of the books, and you write your name in there, you write what book you took and what book you left out, and that's pretty much how the system is going to work, because, I mean, we don't need diamonds, really. We have a ton. We just have a fish farm that we can get books off of, so it's all good. And then we moved the aquarium to this side, because we didn't really know what to put here, so we're like, hey, an aquarium. And if you look very, very close, you can see my pufferfish head from the last couple clips is in there. I had a pufferfish head on for the whole part, and I was like, you know what? That'll work for a fish right now. It'll do its job until 1.13 comes here. So that's what the inside of the fish tank looks like. It looks very, very plain because obviously there's not any fish in there, but it looks cool. I'm very happy with the result. And then over here, we kind of just have this wood in the back, but eventually what we want to do is put some glowstone back here and make kind of like a stained glass sort of window here. I think that might look really awesome. That's what Haley was talking about. And then if I head down below, I kind of rushed past all this. We have more books over here and more of the stone lining. We also have a light here because we needed some type of light source. And then I wanted to put one here, but that is actually the floor on this part up here. So I could have put a light there. But then down here, we have more books, more books. I don't think there's anything in any of these chests. No. All empty at the moment, but I think how Haley was explaining it is all the books on the sides, like all of these, are going to be books that people can just take for, or not for free, but do the book swaps. And then in these chests, they'll probably be labeled, and those will be the ones that will be selling, like the mending, like, I don't know, I'm breaking 3 efficiency 5. We could do something where we put together like the perfect pickaxe book or like the perfect bow book, and then people can buy those. So that might be a really cool way. I actually just came up with that on the spot, and that's actually not a bad idea at all. I might talk to Haley about that. But yeah, so that's what this downstairs looks like. I need to get all of my books out of here and kind of just shove them in chests for right now, because you can see we have an absolute ton. So I'm going to do that, as well as stock up the bookshop, clean up the outside as well, because let me show you guys the outside. We brought the beacon over from our base. You guys probably noticed that in the intro clip. The beacon was not in the background of me, but it is now actually here. It'll be moved. I want to clear out these trees as well that we were doing. And then I think that's Haley's chest, and this one here is mine, as well as these couple chests actually inside of the library. If we go in here, you can see we have chest there, chest there, chest there, and they are all pretty much packed to the brim. So we have to do that, and oh man, there's a lot of stuff I gotta unload and pack, and everything is gonna take a bit of time, but it'll be done. And then we're gonna head back to our base and do a little bit of randomizing on the second wall of our temple. It turns out that all the clips for this episode actually were a lot longer than I thought. We're about 17 minutes into the video, and I did all the randomization that I'm going to do for this episode, which really isn't that much, but I did the front wall, which looks really nice, except for there is not enough over here, I feel like. I think I did the other wall way more. Oh no, it was just a kind of a weird angle, but you guys can see this wall has been randomized. Obviously, I did the backside as well, but you honestly, like, we're not going to go inside just to look at that. You can check out this side as well. Let me hop up on these stairs, and you can see that this wall is done as well. This one has a little bit more stairs. I think it looks better that way. I'll probably add a little bit more to this. I didn't realize how little stairs I actually had on here until right now. But, I mean, I might as well just show you the other side. Hop in here. There you go. Both back sides have been randomized, so that is good to go when we start building in here. Off camera, I want to try and get at least those 2 walls done and maybe just finish that back one in another episode. And then what I want to try and do is work on spawn more. Last episode doing the spawn stuff was really enjoyable to me, and I like what CJ did with the lake area, so I want to try and work with that a bit. And then off camera, you know, we're just kind of repeating the process at this point, so you guys probably don't want to see me build too much more of this until once we get like a little bit closer to the top and we build the big top section, which is going to be awesome. But you know, we're getting there. These sections are going to go faster after every single one because it's just less and less material to get and time to randomize everything because it keeps getting smaller. So next episode, plan on some spawn stuff. That'll be enjoyable. Maybe we'll collab with someone, who knows. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.